Hello and good morning to all. I am Rajesh Prakash Gundari and I am from Team 7 PG-DBDA from C-DAC Kharghar, and this is a technical video on cloud computing. Today we will be talking about the concept of cloud computing along with some real life examples. And so here we go. So what basically is cloud computing? So before going on to the definition, I would like to start from an example. Let's say we want to launch a website. Okay. So what do exactly we need for launching our website? First of all, the basic question is we do need internet. Okay. Then what more do we need? We need servers. We need security management services for the servers. Along with that, we might also require physical machines, storage devices, and along with that, we don't know, we might also require some virtual machines, databases, and etc. And our final goal is to launch our website. Okay. So when we have the list of all these things that we need to launch our website, if we go directly and start buying each one of them, then we have to, first of all, we have to search for the cost for everything. And then we have to manage that in our budget. Then we have to buy them. Then after buying, we need to know how to use them. Okay, so we bought and we also know how we are going to use them. Fine. Then after that, the part comes of maintenance. So to keep our website running, we need to constantly maintain the databases and servers. To keep our website away from any threats, we need to keep our website well secured. So the security aspects also come in. So and therefore, when we look at it as a picture, a whole picture, we realize that making our website or launching our website is going to be a very costly task. It's going to be a very costly task. So what do we do? So what option do we have? And in this scenario, the cloud computing comes in. Okay. So what can we do in cloud computing? So if somebody told you that rather than buying all these materials, all these resources, the machines, the servers, etc., you can just rent them and use them as per you want. And you don't have to store them at your place also. You don't have to pay for the maintenance of those things also. So then this would be a very nice idea. So this is what actually is the concept of the cloud computing. So if we go by the definition, then it says use of remote servers on the internet to store, manage, and process the data rather than using local servers, which means the servers, the physical machines, the virtual machines, the computing devices, the databases, the security services, etc. All those things are owned by the cloud providers. And if I want to launch a website, I will just rent those things from them. I will ask them, I need this, I need that, and I will use those things as per my demand. So basically, it is delivery on demand service. That means they will provide me only the things that I demand. And the main part of it is that I would only have to pay for the things that I'm going to use, and that also it will be based on a time period. Okay. So if, for example, I need a server for a particular time period, or say security services for particular time period, or I need virtual machine assistance. So all of these services, they will be provided to me on my demand, and I have to pay only for the services I use on these systems. So this saves me a lot of cost, and therefore the concept of the cloud computing is very efficient in order for us to launch our projects. And now we will look forward more on this concept of cloud computing. So basically, looking into the concept of cloud computing, first of all, as the data security concept comes in, we have the databases, and we do not have to we do not have to pay more attention to the management services because the cloud providers are already looking into it. So the data security is managed by them. It is better. It is much better than us paying attention to that and let the professionals do it. So data security is achieved. Along with this, we come to the topic of scalability. So what is basically scalability? Scalability means we can increase or decrease the amount of resources that we are going to use in our service as for the time we need. So for if we take the example of our website only, so there can be some time, let's say in the time of the evening, say from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. In this time, people are coming back to their homes, they have more time, so they will access our website more. So in that time, the traffic coming on our website would be more as compared to the morning time from say 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. From this time, people are busy in their works, leaving their homes for going to their works. So in this time, the basically the traffic that will be generated on our website would be less as compared to when it will be in the free time of the people. So what we can do? So in the time of less traffic on our website, we can reduce the number of resources that are deployed on the website on that particular time. And when the time of traffic comes, we could increase those resources as per the need. This is basically scalability, and this can be achieved this can be achieved by using the virtual databases, the virtual machines, and the services which are provided by the cloud providers. So this is one of the very best concepts of the cloud computing, which makes it so efficient than which makes it more efficient than physical storage centers. Movability and availability suggest that the data is available on cloud, as the data is available on cloud, anybody say, see, I am working from my place and I have a cloud connection, but my colleagues are working from other places. If we are connected to the same cloud, we can access the same data from our homes. He can access the data from his home or his workplace. Similarly with me, and similar would be the case with hundreds of people who are working on the same project. So this saves our time, and this gives us a lot of benefit in managing the data, in updating the data, in making some changes or removing something. This can be achieved because of cloud computing, and it is a very nice aspect, a very useful aspect of the cloud computing. Less trouble, as we know that we don't have to look for maintenance and management of all those things the cloud provider would do for us. So there is less trouble. Remote backup and remote data and backup disaster recovery. Okay, so this means, let's say, for example, I am not using any cloud computing services for my website, and I have all the physical things. I have the physical machines, I have the databases, I have the security services, I have everything I have set up in my office. Okay, so, and unfortunately, some natural disaster or calamity occurs. Let's say, for example, there is an earthquake or there is a fire, and if my data center, if my office, it is destroyed, then all of the work that I was doing, everything which was there present in those machines, it would get destroyed also. This would lead a huge loss of data for me, and this could even stop my business. But if I am using this through cloud, okay, so even my machine gets damaged or is destroyed, but the data is still available on the cloud. The data can be recovered n number of times, and the backup is always there on the cloud. This is one of the most important aspects of using the cloud, as our data is always there every time. We do not have to worry about the loss of our data. And finally, cost efficient, yeah, anytime, because rather than purchasing all those equipments, which are very much costly, and while we compare them to using those services on rent basis, it is going to be cost efficient. So these are the things which are most important aspects of the cloud computing. Look, going forward, here are a few of the cloud service providers which are big players in the market, and they are very famous. and they are providing these services like Amazon Web Services is one of the biggest cloud providers, similarly with Microsoft Azure and IBM Computing. Okay. So right now we will be looking for the benefits of cloud services. Like as we said, the maintenance cost is reduced. Rather than me maintaining all those things, the cloud provider would come and maintain would do the maintenance thing for me. It is going to be cost less at any time. Pay as per use model, as we discussed earlier, that we have to pay only for the services which we use. Now looking forward to eliminating the setup cost. Yeah, we do not have to set up the whole center. We just have to access the devices through internet. Scalability, we discussed that we can adjust the amount of resources, increase or decrease, which we are going to use, and improve data accessibility. Like just now we mentioned that we can access the data from anywhere and anywhere around the world. It improves the accessibility. So right now we are talking about the types of cloud. We know by now we know exactly what is cloud computing. Okay. So right now we are coming to the types of clouds that are available. Okay. So there are four types of cloud which are mentioned here, which are general types of cloud. These are public cloud, private cloud, hybrid cloud, and community cloud. So we will be looking in detail about each one of them. Okay, so Public cloud is public cloud is basically we can say it is provided by the cloud provider, and it is open for all of us, all of general public. Like I can access, you can access, n number of people can access. They will get all of the same services at same cost, at same cost, and they will get all of the services without any problem. So basically, it is open for all, and it is available to everyone who is accessing the internet. Be it, it does not require, it does not have any constraint of I must have this type of machine. My machine should have these specifications, or your machine should have this that specifications. No, the data on that cloud is generally accessible for everyone over the world. Therefore, this cloud is also called as a global cloud. Basically, it is deployed globally, which can be accessed by people all over the world. So it is called as a public cloud. Private cloud. Now see, there is a very big difference between public cloud and private cloud. As we discussed in the public cloud is open for everyone. Okay, anyone can access on the internet. But what if we do have information that is confidential? What if we do have an information that is precious to us, that is some private information? Let's say it can be the information about company's profit details, employee details. There are n number of things which are too much confidential inside a company. So in such cases, we use the private cloud. This private cloud is operated, it is owned by the cloud provider, but its access is provided only to the officials inside the company. The access provided to this kind of cloud is only authorized access. So if I am not the employee of the company, or if I'm not working in a company, I'm not at a certain level. Basically, if I'm any outsider, I can never access what is inside that cloud. So this ensures very high level of data security and privacy. And as it is operated by only by my organization, there are very less chances of leaks, very less chances of any threats or anything, any bad things that could happen. These are any bad things, any negative things that could happen in the public cloud are totally neglected in the private cloud, as the access is limited only to selective individuals. Okay. So we move forward to a hybrid cloud. Okay, hybrid cloud is basically the what we can say. It is an mixture. It is a mixture of public cloud and private cloud. Okay, it is a combination. It allows there can be some company like who wants to keep their data totally confidential, but at the same time there is some data that they wish to share with the public as well. There can be There can be some product which the product or software which the company must be launching. They want the general users like us to use the software and provide their feedback on the software. But at the same time, they do not want us, the general people, to know what actually is going on inside the institution. Going on means uh, about the details of the employees, about the details of the software. They will prevent these details from coming outside to prevent the privacy. Okay, to prevent the to prevent the piracy of the software. Piracy of the piracy for sorry, they will prevent the software from getting pirated. Okay, so in this kind of way, the uh, they will also get the feedback from the general public, and at the same time, they could make the changes in the they could make the desired changes in the product as well. So what they will do, they will launch this product, this software on a public cloud, from where public can access this, download it, and use on their systems. And the changes which are need to be done, the changes would be done by sharing the data on private clouds, which would be only inside the company. So this is a mixture, a combination of both, and it works in this way. So now we come to community cloud. Community cloud is basically there are we can say there are three companies which work in the same area, which work in the same field, and okay, and those three are legal partners of each other as well. So what they will do, they three combine their data, and their data is used as a whole. So what they can do, they join to a community cloud where all three companies share, not just three, but there can be many companies. All these companies share the data, share the data on the community cloud, where only the other company or the other organization can access the data, and they can make the necessary changes. Like from the photo we can see there are three organizations joined to the community cloud. If we take example from this, so there must be the data is passed on through organization 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. Okay, so after the completion of certain process, the data will be uploaded. The data will be uploaded from the organization 1 to the community cloud. From there, the second organization will take it, will process it, and then pass forward to the community cloud, and then to the third, and thus the data is shared between only the three companies in our example. And what this will do, this will this is not public, this is private, but this is private between more than one user. So in this way they can share the data, and they can process the data, and they can make the changes as per their needs. So right now, after the models, after the types of the clouds, we now come to the service models which are available in our cloud computing. This is one of the most important topics of our concept. This of our subject, cloud computing. There are, as we can see in this diagram, in this pyramid, there are three levels of cloud service models. The first one is IaaS, which is infrastructure as a service. Okay. So infrastructure as a service. So before starting to talk about what is infrastructure as a service, I would like to start with an example. The example will be, let's say, for example, if I if I am new in a city and I want to buy a home, okay, and there is a seller who is ready to sell his house, okay. So what he will do? If I go to him, if I ask him for the house, he sells me the house, okay. So what happens? Right now, I get the house. I have my house. What do I have? I have walls inside it, and rest everything is empty. Those walls, those are my infrastructure. Okay. So how the sofa would be there, how the television would be there, where would be the bed, where would be where would be the window, where would be the curtains, what color of sofa, what kind of television, what kind of any furniture, each and everything inside that house would be designed by me. That means that I have the most access to the in this means the infrastructure that is present, it is going to be totally designed by me. Okay. Similar is the case with infrastructure as a service. What is there? In infrastructure as a service, what I will do, I want to launch my website, say same example, our website. Okay. If I want to launch my website, and then I need many of the things, like I need virtual machines, I need physical machines, I need databases, I need servers, I need etc. I need many of the things. Okay. Most of the things I would ask for the cloud provider to give me, to rent me those things, and I would use them as as per my need. Okay. I would only pay for the services. I would only pay for the devices, the resources that I have bought, and I would use them as per my need. So this is basically the infrastructure as a service. Here, as this is the infrastructure base, we are having the most access to the service, to the software. We are having most access. We also have the access. We also have the right to choose on which operating system we are going to work, on what type of servers we are going to work, how many virtual machines we require, how many physical machines we require. Everything is controlled by us. So this is basically the infrastructure as a service. And the second stage comes as which is PaaS, which means platform as a service. Okay. So platform is basically this platform is basically for the developers. Okay, for the developers to develop their program. They will have the infrastructure. The infrastructure is already built. It is the base. From that infrastructure, they will be getting a platform on that infrastructure to run and test their applications and then launch to the public. Okay. So uh, platform as a service is used by developers. It there are anything which are required, anything and everything which is required to run the software. Let's say the runtime environment, let's say the programming languages, and along with that opera along with that we had the development tools which are required, the development tools, the development environment, anything that is required to the developer is provided from the cloud provider in this platform. But they do not have the access to operating system. Operating system has been already fixed in infrastructure as a service. In the platform, the developer uses the services that are provided to him and tries to design his own application or a software which is then run and tested in the runtime environment which is provided into the platform as a service, and then after that it is deployed. They have the survey, they have the facility to deploy the model on the platform, and after deployment it is then tested once again, and then finally it is then sent to the next phase where the end users use it. So the next phase is SaaS, that is software as a service. Software as a service is basically the last stage. It is the place for end users. The end users only utilize the software. They do not have access to anything. They do not have access to the platform on which it was built. They do not have access to the operating system which was used. They do not have access to the servers, to the database, to the virtual machine, to the physical machines. Nothing. They just have to use the software, and after use they have to give their feedback. So this basically the SaaS is only used in the front end. This is basically a front end model. So if this was the pyramid of the cloud service model. If we try to sum up this in real time examples, then the SaaS, then going forward, the software as a service is like our food delivery app. Okay, we place an order on the app. We select the hotel and we place the order. But at the same time, we do not know what kind of materials are used, what kind of spices, what kind of rice, what kind of anything involved in the food is used. We just get the end product to us and we pay for the end product. That is it. That is software as a service. Next, coming to the next level, and on the platform as a service, we can compare with the same example that we are inside a restaurant, we are ordering our food, we are asking them to make it according to our, if you want more spices, if you want less spices. Platform, the hotel environment, the restaurant environment is like a platform for us. We go there and we use that platform to to accomplish our task. And coming to the final stage, to the infrastructure as a service, infrastructure as a service is like setting up the hotel. I buy the place, I get the place, I set up the hotel, I buy everything that is needed for the infrastructure, right from the utensils, right from the vegetables, right from the spices, everything, and then I use it, and then I use it to cook the food. So this is this type of so concluding that on the back end, we have infrastructure as a service. On the front end, we have software as a service. And in the middle, linking both of them, we have platform as a service who takes the infrastructure as a base, develops a program on the platform, deploys it for the end users to use them. And this was the conclusion of my topic. I hope that you would like this presentation by me. And once again, thank you.